What's up, skateboarders and skateboard collectors? I had a few decks I wanted to show. A few more boards. Hold on, we got somebody calling. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I was just going over a few boards.
What's up? What's up? Phone up here.
That's fine. It looks like you're upside down. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
better right there.
trying to figure out how to mount my phone up.
I bought a bunch of wacky rigs to mount mine. Here you can see right here on the bottom. It's got a bunch of foldable legs on it.
Uh,
You take your time, do what you got to do, man. I ain't in no hurry.
just charging. I don't have it charging at the time.
Okay. Well, Mr. Chad Sinclair, we can go over a few things that I wrote down, or we can bullshit for a while. Like I said, I got a really open concept on things.
Matter to me, bro.
Well, I seen that you gave some boards to kids, and tell us a little bit about that. Showed you meeting a few different pros and stuff like that. What was that all about?
So I'm pretty blessed when it comes to like skate events. And I've gotten like shirts, boards for best shirts and stuff. Maybe it was like skated to when I got
Yes.
for the events. I noticed like there's only a few selected things. So I decided that if I put on events or if I'm part of events, I'm gonna do whatever I can to try to make sure every kid can get something.
Yeah.
So with the city of Poco, they've got me hosting an event for the last 2 years, and I've been reaching out to companies and getting donations and making sure everybody gets something that's skating and participating. And then also like JK All Day, which is a memorial event. We've been doing that. This year's gonna be the 11th year, and just try to instead of having like first, second, third, and like one best trick, we just try to make sure like to divvy it out so at least everybody gets something.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool. I like that.
yeah. I try to give back to the community as much as possible, and especially like the younger kids and stuff like that.
Is there a big skating? You live in Surrey, British Columbia?
Yeah, which is like depends on traffic. If you got like maybe 20 minutes to an hour away from Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The skate scene there is pretty great.
yeah. It's like I think in general the skate community is kind of like up and down waves. Like people come and go. But like you know how it is. If you're a skater, you're kind of like always a skater at heart. So
Sure.
you
Sure.
come back to it, or it's going to be a part of your life.
Right on. I know, but I don't know if anyone knows, any of my viewers, how much they know about you, but you skated for Punisher skateboards for the longest time,
Yeah,
and you did a bunch of tutorials. You can always find your tutorials out there, and they're no jokes, they're no bullshit, no complies. You're doing hard flips, and you're doing your due diligence to to have it's too bad that it was Punisher, because I think if it was any other skateboard company that was worth a fuck, you'd be skating for a company right now.
so there's a funny thing. I tried my hardest to get on like a local brand or a local company. I straight up had the guy tell me like, "Hey, like you're coming to all our events, you're buying all our stuff, you're wearing all our stuff. Everybody thinks you're already sponsored by us, so there's like no point in us even sponsoring you." Which I
Ah,
thought, which I thought
silly.
was, hey, you're buying all our stuff, you're wearing our stuff, you're representing, you're showing up, you're filming, you're at the events. We're gonna pick you up, but it wasn't the case. So I was reaching out to companies for stickers, and Punisher just so happened to be one.
Yeah.
And out of 10,000 people they gave stickers to, I was the only one that made a thank you video. saying like, "Thanks for the stickers. Check out the stickers. Get some stickers." And they thought that was cool. So they reached out and was like, "Hey, are you sponsored?" I was like, "No." And they're like, "Well, why don't you be sponsored by us?" And my dream was to get on a local team or local brand, so I could just go hang out with the local guys every day, skate, film.
At
And
that at that time, how much have you heard of Punisher?
I didn't hear it. I
Right, I
did.
totally get it.
Yeah, so I had no idea about Punisher until I was like searching up free stickers online, and then came across Punisher.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
skateboarding wise, you had no clue what they were, what they made, what products.
no, not at all.
Right.
Not at all. When they hit me up, I was kind of like hesitant, but then I'm like, hey, like you already sent me like a shirt, some stickers. You're gonna send me some boards. So I was like, sure. And the first package I got went viral, and it was because of like I got a complete board with like plastic around it.
Sure. Yes.
Cringe, but I was trying to do like the best that I could do to try to be like, oh, this is cool, right?
I'm a closet Chad Sinclair fan, man. I've watched every one of your videos.
I appreciate that, bro.
Well, it's just that, I'm hyped to have you here talking to because you've been through some cool stuff and you've been through some shitty stuff and you're still doing something on a skateboard.
That was
And
it.
and that's why I love you, man.
Like,
Then we were gonna talk about something. I know Punisher Skateboards is gonna come back and forth through our interview, but just,
hot. That I was gonna even say like when I was on Punisher, I was approached by guys, and also
and Rock.
and one of Andy Sherrock and one of the reps for Mike Vallei's company,
Oh yeah. Shoot, I had a pair of those shoes.
Replant.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the thing was is like I'm a very loyal person. So like if you give me an opportunity or a shot, like I'm gonna be with you to the end.
Yeah.
I was with Punisher because they gave me a shot and I expected like really big things
Uh-huh.
and they did big things. And like when they approached me, these other companies with their reps, I was like, hey, I'm 100% down to like be with you guys, but like can I still rock Punisher? And like part of their agreements were like, nah, you're like done with
Yeah.
Punisher.
You gotta be
And
done with it. I wish you would have been done with that. Just close that door.
yeah, I should have. To be honest, if I had a crystal ball and could foresee things, I should have been
Yeah.
like going with the Lely or I'm going with that. But like just me as a person, loyalty is like number one. I believe in that. If you don't have trust or
Sure.
loyalty, you know,
And
what do you do?
that's where you got to be very frank in your decisions and not be holding back. It's hard to do, especially when people try to help you out for so long.
Yeah, well, I was with Punisher for over 4 years. I think it was going on five. I promoted the heck out of them. I took so much negativity and like bullying and like ridicule and like it was like made fun of like locally, even like just internationally. I just tried not to think about it and just wanted to just escape.
You'll have that in any situation, even in skateboarding. When I was a kid, we would make fun of Todd Swank and Peanut Butter Brown, but these were guys that were rippers, and I just think it was more ignorance, not knowing what, and I think you got a lot of that ignorance from Punisher. They didn't know. And when it really came down to it, Chad, you're too good for that. You were too good for them. Uh,
Actually, just a dude on a piece of wood having fun.
yeah, but that piece of wood was covered in plastic.
Yeah, I mean, like so, like this is the thing too is I worked with the owner to make so the original board they sent me was okay for a beginner, but it was garbage.
Yeah,
But right, garbage.
yeah.
I wanted him to make the Pro Series, which was like a cold forward single press board, and that would last me like over 6 months. And that was when I was skating like seven stairs and
That was single pressed.
yeah, cold forward single press, so it was solid. But the problem was is like I'd go to a park and kids are like, "Oh, it's a Punisher board." I'm like, "No, try it out." They'd actually try it, and they're like, "This is actually a good skateboard," but because it's Punisher and
Yeah.
Walmart, they didn't want anything to do with it, and like even some of the local like old heads, even at like events and like
Yeah.
other things, just like look down upon and like they'd make comments and stuff, and I would just try to ignore it, but at a certain point, like it just starts to eat at you. But
Well, look at Braille. Can you
yeah,
see any of those Braille guys being anything other than knowing for Braille? I don't care if they won the lottery. You'd be the guy from Braille won the lottery. They got that stigma of that Braille behind them, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. But at the same way, it's there, and you thank God for JD Sanchez. He got so far out of Braille, he's going to turn pro for frickin' 8th Street.
that's I mean, yeah, it was like a really good stepping stone for him, right?
Yeah, but he got his dad built that vert ramp and didn't get no money from it from Braille. And that's just stuff that heats me up a little bit, and
Yeah.
but it would get back on the Punisher. Did Punisher do wheels?
So Punisher did everything. They did the deck, they did wheels, they got into truck, the helmet. The truck, they tried to like copy Thunder trucks because like that's what I skated. Anything that I skated personally, the owner would try to
Get that insight.
take that insight. So like I told him like this is a funny story. It's like I straight up told him I'm like get a real skateboard and try to figure out what they do to make it as strong and durable as possible. So he took it as literal. He went to a skate shop and bought a real skateboard, like the brand real. Took that
Okay,
back to
okay.
me and like the original press of the Punisher posters was an exact replica of a real skateboard brand.
Now, which is silly. That's silly, but it's smart.
It is, yeah, because the guy wasn't a skater; he was a businessman.
And to take that and look, Real's got some real good boards, man. They're making some real great symmetrical boards with iShod. They got some good stuff coming out.
Yeah, and it's like the same thing. Like he's like, "What truck do you skate?" I'm like, "I skate Thunder trucks, like all the lights, all this stuff."
Yeah.
And he like straight up tried to mimic it, like figure out what they did to make their trucks the way they are in the factory, and they were good. But like, I snapped mine so quickly because whatever the composite of the truck was made out of to make it
Probably
lighter,
aluminum.
it was not strong enough. And like, same with the bearings. There's a whole story about like
Hmm.
they somehow the dude knows the guy in like one of the factories of bones in China, and
Of course.
yeah, and they were able to get Bones Reds bearings, but with the Punisher logo on it.
Oh wow,
And
that was pretty neat.
yeah, I was supposed to like not say anything about that, but like I'm not with Punisher anymore, so I can say whatever I want.
You say what you want here, man. There's only going to be fucking 10 people watching.
Nah, there would be more. I'm gonna repost this.
I wanted to talk about bearings a little bit. What bearings are you riding now? Are you dedicated to anyone?
I'm just riding Super Reds right now, man.
Super Reds? Because I
Yeah,
found I found these bearings, and I believe they're the fastest bearings that they put on the market.
which bearings are those?
They're called Losenka.
Stink.
Losenka sounds like a coffee from Latvia. I'll take
Never,
a lot. I'll take a Losenka and a nice crepe.
never heard of them, man. I
Can you
rode
see
Red,
that?
and then I rode Punisher, and they were just as good as Reds because they were red. And now I switched over to Reds. Oh, I wouldn't mind trying the Swiss ceramics, but I had like a bad experience when I was like younger. I spent like 100 some bucks for like some ceramics, and within a week they just like shredded apart.
I got ceramics, and I feel like they're junk when I ride them.
Yeah, everyone's like hit and miss.
And I got speed cream too. I tell you, man, I'm going to this company. They are hit for hit. That's the only thing I'll ride anymore, man. They're so quick. They're so fast. The board I ride a longboard too, a hybrid longboard. It's a symmetrical. It's got 7-inch tails and a 17-inch wheelbase. It's a 40-inch board or 36 inches. It's 36 inches. You can still get tricks on it, man, because it's made like that. But it's big, and I ride when I ride it. You can see how big the thing is. It's huge.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But when I ride these wheels, and these wheels will go 2 minutes straight, no problem. And I think that this is actually faster than a bicycle.
Yeah.
That matters.
I mean, like, yeah, it speeds everything, and it's like it gets fast and it maintains that speed. That's what you want, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm testing out some 101 wheels, and they're 50s, but
Yeah,
uh, when I put them on the asphalt to go, they're really
yeah,
really loud wheels. They're really
yeah.
loud, which they're gonna have to come off because if I'm not skating a skate park or a perfect concrete area, they're not fun.
So trying trying to go back to their subject.
Sorry, man. I have ADD.
I have like my issues too, but I was just saying is like the reason why I didn't drop Punisher was the loyalty. They were the only ones that like believed in me when nobody else did. And when I like started to blow up a bit, like on views and popularity, I guess you would say, in like the YouTube scene or whatever, that's when people were reaching out. But like Punisher made like huge promises to me. So they promised like a pro model to me. They promised that I'd be like a team manager, and like they always executed on their promises. So I didn't have any reason for them not to fulfill it.
Then they
And
gave that other mug that board.
yeah, so this is the thing too. Is like uh, the whole Braille situation. Punisher was like wanting to like expand their presence beyond what I was able to provide with them. So I helped them out with Braille. I contacted Braille. I did all like the negotiating, everything, and I was under the guise that I would be being sent to California to represent Punisher to make videos with Braille,
God, that would have
testing.
been cool.
Yeah, and then they ended up sending that other guy. So that when that happened, it was all like shock to me. Like I didn't know anything about that, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like I did all this shit, and they're gonna
Bunch
send
of
this other guy.
assholes. Hey, yeah, with the she okay?
Yeah, just hungry.
She just wants to say hi.
Okay, my girl doesn't want to be on cam.
Um, uh, okay, let's change the subject a little bit. I see
Yeah,
that you,
that's it in the baby too, right?
yeah.
But
Do
just
you need
no,
time?
no, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, no, like so like it was like this whole like shock. I was with them for 4 years. They send this other guy to Braille. And then next thing you know, it's like he's team manager. I'm getting thrown under the bus, and it was like I'm not for that, man.
Dude,
Like
I was so bummed when that happened.
oh, everybody was, dude. Like so many people were like so bummed. They like would reach out to Punisher. They'd email him. They'd send messages, and this dude like straight up thought it was me on multiple fake accounts, and it isn't. Like I have like buddies from Australia were hitting him up and stuff like that, and he would send them straight up like photos, like this is me, not Chad, and they just yeah, just a bunch of it was like a whole gong show, man.
Whole gong show.
A
Um,
big do, right? Like, oh, you're gonna be team manager. You've been with us for 4 years, and then 2 seconds later, we got some new guy. He's a pro.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you know,
What
hopefully
that
on this.
man, that really don't feel like you're the only one that felt that, because I felt that in the fucking nards, man.
Yeah, for trust, dude. It hit it hard. Yeah,
But let's think of things that's come out of it. You got to that situation. Not a lot of people could even get in the door to that situation. And then I see other things that you do, like 100 kickflips in Walmart shoes, or you do the 100 pop shove it tail grabs, just for the shit of it, or which
yeah.
is not like the most original idea, but it's you out there on a board doing something.
And it's like kick test is just to like show if shoes are good or not. I've done other ones where it's like different strokes, different shapes and stuff. Like with the kick flip, it's like you're rubbing the shoe constantly.
I will kill
Uh,
a shoe.
yeah. So the 100 pop shove it was actually from a homie in Australia that like wanted to see that. So I was like, sure, I'll do that. Like, no problem. I need more ideas and more suggestions because like if it's just me out skating, I just try to like skate for fun. I don't really do much content anymore. I'm trying to get back on that bandwagon. It's a lot of work. And if it's just me, it's just gonna be me at the park trying to learn new stuff. And yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to see that or
I was going to talk about a little bit of a virtual game of skate, but we talked about that later.
yeah.
Um, uh, I heard that
Well, for everything,
everything.
everything. Okay, there you go. That's a game of skate.
Um, it would have to be. I've seen your tricks. It's got to be everything. Uh, I saw you got a new wheel company sponsor,
Yeah, Retina Wheel. I've been with them for a bit here, but like it took a 3 month.
baby, for the baby.
Yeah, I took a break. Just everything was kind of getting to me. There's like some stuff going on locally at like the skate park and just the scene, and like I do have depression and stuff like that, and I've been battling that my whole life. So like,
Yeah, same here, brother.
yeah, so you go to a park to relax and skate and get into that zone and mind frame where you don't have to worry about anything else. But then when you're at a park and there's issues with other there, it just kind of like you just don't want to be a part of that.
Gives you triggers.
Yeah, it triggers. So like I'm hitting up different parks now, and some of the scenes there are like so much better. And I can't like even my one buddy like called me up and he was like, "I'm gonna like beat your ass if you don't get out and skate again because you're gonna let like one or two guys ruin what you accomplished."
That's what I'm waiting for you to say to me.
Get out there and skate, bro.
Yeah, you better get out there and skate. Um,
Yeah.
that's why the virtual game escape just might be a fun thing to do. Or we can go trick for trick on some of these 100 tail grabs or whatever. I think mine would probably be Ollie Impossible tail grab. I bet you I could do 100 of those.
Only impossible tailgate. I'd even just want to see one of those. That's sick.
That's one of my favorites. That's my go-to. And since I was younger, I can grab a 360 flip by the tail. So I can do that off stairs and shit. 360 flip tail grab.
Yeah, it's one that I've wanted to try. I just never got around to it. There's just so many tricks and so many possibilities that it's just so hard to like do them all. You
It
need
is. It
like
is. Yes. It's a never-ending labyrinth of just once you thought there was a door there, there's a door and another door there, then
yeah,
and then you go back to the beginning, like step off shove it's. I see those now in videos, and I'm like, man, I learned those when I didn't know how to kickflip
yeah.
because there was nothing else for me to do. I'm going to go do a step off shove it. I tried one a little bit on that big board tonight, fucking around. Let's see what I got here.
That's like when I first started skating. Like I started doing like rail stalls and Caspers and didn't even realize it was freestyle.
Yeah,
Just doing it.
yeah. You
It,
didn't know better. You just thought that was a part of skateboarding.
it's trying to have fun as a kid, learn new things, and have fun with it. Right?
Are you riding retina wheels right now?
I'm like, oh yeah, going back to they picked me up. I guess I'm still part of the team. I just haven't posted anything. I should reach out to them and be like, hey, like, sorry, I took a break. I have been filming clips. I haven't released them. I got like a whole like phone thing of it, and I've been pushing myself to learn new stuff and get back to where I was. So I should reach out to them. I have a bad tendency of like doing that, unfortunately. Like,
Well, if they ever, I know this is bad publicity, but if they ever send you a box full of wheels and you want to trade something for something, I am a fanatic. I got wheels you would not believe. I got P rods before he went on Bones. How much could you support primitive Paul Rodriguez wheels? And they're so good that he goes on Bones.
so
So
like I got been riding Retina, love them, they're great. But like if I was gonna like skate like a different if I wasn't on Retina, I'd probably be skating Bones or Spitfire.
yeah, both of those have the different urethanes for park and for street. So right now I'm on a dragon wheel kick. I like them. I think they're fun to skate. They save my knees. Dragon
The,
wheels.
yeah, like when I hit whack them, like I've tried them all, they have the sound.
They're not bullshit. I haven't got a really good slide on them, but I've seen them slid to the maximum.
Yeah, I know I was a street skater that skates them and he loves them. So
I love, but again, they're just for certain setups.
yeah,
Uh, they're really good on chunky ass roads, though, man. And I should know. I live on the chunkiest one in the area. Um,
uh, nasty, crusty, granny.
I have something here that says board lab guest. Yeah, you were a board lab guest.
Cal Streets.
It might be. Is that when you met T.J. Rogers?
Oh, TJ Rogers. A few times. A few guys, quite a few times. So TJ, I met at Go Skate Day. He landed a trick. I was like, "Yo, sick trick!" Gave me props.
Yeah.
That was like our first and only interaction then. And then a year later, I'm at a contest called Seven Generations, and I'm doing like a freestyle demo, and some kid that I knew was like, "Hey, is that TJ Rogers?" And like behind me, I like turn around, and he's like, "Yo, what's up? Is that you? You're like that dude from Ghost Skate Day." And I was like, "Bro, it's been like a year. You remember me?" So pretty sick. Like, what's up? And he's like, "Not much. Just gonna go get some food and stuff. I'll catch you later." And then, unfortunately, I didn't go back to that event because it was just like a demo for like a day for the freestyle. It was a 3-day event for street. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to compete in that, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But then he came out again for Go Skate Day. I was working, so I couldn't go to that. But then I online for like Jam in Chilliwack. So I was like, oh, I definitely got to go there. So I went there, and he's like, yeah, just vibed out, chilled, got clips with him. I was like, hey, can I film you? He's like, sure. Super humble guy, super down to earth. And then obviously, like just recently at the indie demo as well, he pulled up and stuff.
That's exciting.
Yeah, what was cool is I ended up getting his little tech deck signed by him.
That's always cool. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That is cool.
yeah. So I thought that was pretty sick.
No doubt. So, you play music?
I tried, but I just didn't really have the patience to like learn. To be honest,
How so?
I do like Iron Man and like whole thing, but like cool stuff, and then just never really stuck with it. I
Hey,
told you you gotta make a song so I can use it for my skate video part. If
I have one. Where's my pick at, man? I have one that I have been working on. I think you're gonna dig it.
see, like that's the thing is like I would like my dream would be like I said, like be on a local brand or a company where I could just skate and film with guys all day, or even be like on a core brand and like really push myself and skate with guys that are better and like learn from them and do that or even film them. But that's where like it never happened. So that's where like I got picked up by Punisher, like Retina Wheel isn't like brand like a new brand. And sometimes you just gotta like go with the flow and where you're accepted and who shows you support, right?
Well, I got a box here for you, dude. I hope it ain't nothing special, but it's
Yeah,
got
everything's
it's got grip with it. So,
it's coming from you. It means it's special.
hey, buddy, that's the truth. I put my heart into everything I do.
It's like my one sponsor, Heart, Mind, and Soul. You put your heart, your mind, and your soul into everything.
That's right. That's true. You got to lie, steal, and cheat to get to the top. You got to put your soul and heart and everything. Here I did have something else here on here. If you weren't skating, what would you be doing right now? Or what do you do as your former job right now? Like a lot of skateboarders, they have to keep on. Yeah, if you wasn't skating, what would be your full-time gig?
Oh, sure, man. I mean, like, you can't just skate and make money unless you're like high up there, right? Like, pro.
That's true. Unfortunately, you cannot.
unfortunately, you can't. Like, I do a lot of side things. Like, I do skate lessons. I do coaching. Right now, I'm like park hosting for like the city, so I'm like at a skate park all day, being like a lifeguard, doing first aid stuff like that if kids get hurt.
Yeah, yeah. I could see you being something like that. I could see you doing that.
Yeah, it's like part time, and it's only for like a couple months out of the year. I wish it was like full time, to be honest, because I'd be sick. So they need to build an indoor park so I can be there every day skating, having fun, for the kids and stuff.
And have a pool. A wave pool would be awesome.
Yeah. I
Um,
do background acting too.
oh,
That's
you
something
do
like
background in acting.
yeah, yeah. So it's not like full time. It's not like not even really part time. It's just once in a while they might have a commercial or a TV show. They might need some extra background, and they hit me up.
Yeah,
Like,
so now that you're with showbiz management and
yeah.
you're a big time actor, you were in the movie Stick with Owen Wilson. How does that make you feel? Is it something that when I get the movie I'm gonna see it and be like, that's my boy? Or am I gonna have to push somebody out of the way to see him?
So it's a TV series.
Oh, it's a series.
Series. I'm in like the last episode, and like during the singing scene, like yeah, you'll definitely point me out and see me. I wish I was like full time acting, like actually getting speaking roles. Background, you're just kind of like in the back, and you're supposed to blend in.
Yeah, yeah.
So a lot of like my management team wanted me to cut my hair
Ugh,
because like I stand. If you see like a background of people, I'm gonna stand out like a thumb, right?
no.
And they want you to blend in and not be seen.
Well, you could tuck it.
I usually put in like a ponytail, right?
Yeah, you can tuck it.
Yeah, put in a ponytail and that works. But it depends, right? They have like a bar scene,
Yeah,
and
you're right.
yeah, I like that rocker punk bar scene look. So it's like it's got its pros and cons, but I'm not nearly getting as much work as I would if I probably had short hair or different. Like some people I talk to, they're like every few days they got like a gig where I'm like once or twice a month if I'm lucky. But yeah, working with on Stick and seeing Owen Wilson was like so surreal.
It
I'm
had to
like,
be. Had to
dude, I was
be.
looking over at Owen Wilson. I was like, that looks like Owen Wilson, and I'm like, it really does. Like he's got the messed up nose and stuff. It's got to be him. And then he ended up talking. I was like, it is Owen. I was like,
Yeah.
that's so
Ask him if he did that front crook down that 10-stair rail.
cool. Bro, I wanted to talk to him so bad about that, like the whole "yeah right" video part.
Oh, yeah. That was
You know,
Carol.
the background actor, you're not allowed to approach the like main.
I believe that. I believe that. Yes,
So first day, like 4 people got fired within the first hour
ah.
for trying to approach Owen.
Who out there is on your radar skateboarding wise? Who's somebody you enjoy watching? I'll start out with mine. That little Jin Woo blows my mind every time I watch him or her.
I think it's a good. It's a good.
It's a
Every,
boy. And and what a nice boy he is.
yeah,
He wears high socks and he wears shorty shorts, and that dude can do kickflip to backside tail to kickflip friggin' shove it out of a handrail.
insane next level skating, like insane.
Is there somebody out there that you feel that way, or are you stuck in a time that you go back to and are like Jason Lee was the best? And hey, dude, Jason Lee and the Gons in video days, and Guy Mariano and Jordan Richter and Rudy Johnson, all of them blew my mind, man. And just like everybody said at the end of their video, I thought that they all drove off the cliff and died too.
They were good at faking that.
Well, they had Spike.
Yeah, like even kids now, I show like the Owen Wilson clip, and they think it's real.
I did too. I was like, I'm going to throw away my skateboard. But for you, is there anybody out there that you look up to that you're just like, every time I see Rodney skate, it's the greatest? It's hard to put that into a category on itself. You said just the other day you saw Chris Haslam. That's got that's that's got to be. Hey, if you could do a favor for me and have him sign something for me, a CD or I think personally, me and you should get a communication back and forth. It's gonna have to see how much it costs me to send you this package.
Yeah, I'm down. I've been actually meaning to get one of Hackman's board and getting him to sign it too. Just haven't gotten around to it.
Well,
But
if you ever get around to it and you have extra money and you get to, I'll gladly pay for whatever it is and the shipping and whatever. I have no
yeah,
problem with that. I
see,
can
like realize like a lot of these guys, they're not like they're just regular dudes that skate phenomenal. So like I try not to like I give them space and respect. Like even today, like I said hey to Chris, and it's kind of like that was about it until like he's doing a trick and I'm filming him, and then afterwards give him, and then like after he's done skating, we kind of like vibe out a bit.
yeah.
Even like a couple of guys that are pretty strong stuff that I've met, it's kind of like you're just trying to keep it like a home. You're not like, oh my god, it's this person is fanning
Try
out.
not to fan out. Yeah, you try not to fan out.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's
yeah.
hard. You gotta you gotta tell them. Uh, I'll ask you one more time. Is there any skateboarder out there that really hits you at home, or maybe even that you grew up with that you, excuse me, that kept you in the game, that you were just like, that's why I do this.
Um, it's not more or less like a skater that's like this is why I do this. So like watching video parts or just watching stuff, yeah, I do reminisce a bit. Like anything like Chris Haslam does is actually mind blowing and bonkers. Same with like Rodney Mullen, a local guy. Obviously, everyone knows who it is. Andy Anderson. He's got some pretty crazy stuff. He's like they're inspirational. So like
I
Chris
have
Haslam,
4 Andy boards right now.
yeah, I got a few too. So like Haslam does this Haslam flip, and that's what I spent the last day or two trying to learn. Eventually got it, and today he shows up at the park, and I'm like, I have to land it
Yeah,
up. Up. I haven't did it, so that was cool. So I'm like, dude, thanks for being like an inspiration to like show me like things that like people do like crazy like kickflips or like nose slides like old school like Chad Muska and stuff like that like big stuff,
yeah,
and that's sick. But seeing some stuff that's absolutely mind blowing that you didn't think was possible is possible. It like opens up that Pandora's box of like if he can do it, I can do it.
yeah,
So a lot of guys, Rick McCrank's original like video is absolutely awesome too.
yeah. Absolutely mind bending.
Yeah, huge stuff. Like super crazy good. I
Yeah,
don't
what a
know. I
good
just
pick.
watch a lot of the stuff. A lot of the back in the day. I do watch some of the newer stuff on Thrasher and stuff, but nothing really kind of like dick. Maybe a little bit, but not as back in the day. Nostalgia
Yeah,
wise.
it goes so
Just
fast. It's just
yeah,
info.
yeah,
You barely see a land, you barely see a right away. Usually see a thrown down hard, hit rail, and then without them riding 3 feet away, it's bam to another clip.
yeah. And that's what like somebody like Chris has them. You'll watch his video part, and you'll like watch it, and you'll see a trick, and then you're pausing it, to rewind it, to watch that trick again because you're like, what just happened? I gotta see what happened. Been slow mo it, like replayed a few times, and those are like what really stick to me. And that's what I've been trying to learn recently. Is just weird. I guess you'd call them circus tricks, so to
Yeah,
speak.
yeah,
That nobody does, right? Except for like some of the wizards, some of the goats. But like, what gets me going for skating is kind of like self accomplishment of just enjoying it and being in the zone and skating and getting exercise. But what really hit me recently was I was teaching a school for a week, and there was a kid from like Afghanistan that was like a refugee, and he was taking the skateboarding course, and I did like a kickflip in front of this kid, and he lit up like it was like Christmas morning for him.
yeah,
Like he was so blown away, his face. He was
yeah,
like wow, and that's like what does it for me, man. Like if you can do a trick, even something so simple in front of like a kid or just even like adults, and they get blown away, that
yeah,
feeling is
yeah. That's important to have that.
yeah. Because like even like locally, I was skating like just a curb, and like some guys that like obviously aren't from Canada were here, and they're like older, like in their 80s, they were watching, and they were just like so confused but so like astonished at what we were doing on a skateboard. It's like they've never seen it before in their life, so they're just so like, "What's going on?" But it
Right.
was like
and
and they
half
were
of
like,
that's just an ollie. Kick
yeah,
flips to them are just like maybe a little bit too fast for them to comprehend, but ollies they're like, how did he
yeah,
maneuver that on? And then they look at your shoes and they're like, well, there's nothing sticky on his shoes.
that's like kids, man. Kids are like the best for that. You
Oh,
do stuff.
kids are so great because the first day they come in, they're like, "Oh my God, how did you do that? Your
Yeah,
shoes are like that. Can I see your board?" 10 minutes later, they're doing something, and a week later, they already got an ollie down. I love that. That's a big deal. Um,
that's why I like a little bit of freestyle because even like skaters that have skate and can do tricks, you do a bit of freestyle and it blows their mind. So like if you do like the handed pogo,
mhm,
like almost like once a day because like it's just funny to see people's reaction to it because they don't see that. They just see all these kick flips grinds, and then when you do a pogo, they're just like, "What just happened?" There's one that I used to do. It was like combining street with freestyle. I'd like go to 50 on a ledge, stop, and then pop it up into rail, and then rail flip off the ledge.
uh-huh,
Would just blow. Like they're just like, "What just happened?" Like that's those tricks
yeah.
are like so awesome to do.
Um, what do you think of all the YouTubers that put their names on boards and like declare themselves pro?
So I mean, if they're not getting the recognition from like the core industry, and they're not like getting picked up. Like some of those YouTube skaters are actually phenomenal. Like
Oh,
look at Johnny,
absolutely.
like Johnny
Johnny
Guy.
Geiger is amazing. Look
Yeah,
at John Hill.
yeah, John Hill too. A lot of those guys are like phenomenal, but like they don't get picked up by a core brand. Like Chris Chan did. Chris Chan
Yeah,
got picked up by,
Heart Supply.
huh?
The Heart Supply.
Hard Supply. That's what it was. Yeah, I thought it was Element, but it was Hard Supply. So like a few of them have been picked up, but it's very rare. It's like skateboarding is like all about connections and who you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Definitely
like
100%.
yeah, so if you don't know the right people or have the right connections, you probably won't go anywhere. You could be like the best skater in the world, and you won't.
That's why I like sniffing around talking to people, dude, because I can find out who people are and what their modi operandi is with skateboarding. And from you, it sounds like you love skateboarding. I don't know if you've seen my show with Mike Mann. He was the guy that got voted from Georgia. He got voted #1 skateboarder and got to go skate Tony's ramp with him. And he's
Only
a rap star, Mike Mannion.
thing, right?
Yeah, but me and him are pretty good friends. Just with doing these interviews, you know. Um, what are you currently writing right now?
I don't know. Just like, 'cause, I mean, we didn't really go into depth on YouTube there. I just said they were amazing
Oh,
skaters,
okay,
right?
yes. Sorry, I get ahead of myself.
It's all good. It's all good. Kind of like, you know, I can like talk about a subject first if we wanted to. So it's nice to go on. Like going back to your original question about like what do I think about YouTubers that like put their names on boards and stuff like that. That's all fine, man. If they got the fan base and they want to make the money and they want to do it, even if they don't and they do it for themselves, so be it. I know a guy locally that he was a good skater, but he was never like pro level. But he makes boards, he puts his names on it, people buys it. So be it, right?
Sure, you're only what you are in your mind and what it is in your mind. If that's what
Exactly.
you do, then that's what you do.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you could do that. People could take Punisher team now and all the guys that have their own pro models. Like, they're not like some of them are pro level. Like Jake Danny is phenomenal. But like some of the other guys, like they're okay, but they're not nearly the same level. Like,
Who who, who was the dude that shit sticked you?
Dave Smith.
Dude, I can't believe that I liked his board shape the much as I did. I was like, this dude's such a fucking goofball. And of course, by that time, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
No,
And
that's
he was,
just retarded to get rid of Chad for this goofball. But
you probably the new A series board that's like
it's cut, kind, yeah, it's cut like a, I don't know. It's a weird. weird shape, and I always get into weird shapes. Now to skate it, I doubt I'd skate it, but I'd keep it in the collection.
Danny skates the heck out of it. I think I hope it's Danny or Danny or whatever his name is.
Whatever.
It like it's absolutely like ridiculous. But like the whole thing about that is like get this, it's called the A series, right? A series. It's like not like on the side, so it's like angled and then flat. What other board has that?
Dude, I can say a bunch of other boards that have that.
Exactly. So like Punisher, like when I worked with them, are notorious for like finding other things that are very popular
Yeah.
or try to mimic it or copy it.
You
And
need to get on their research and development team.
bro, the first thing that came to mind was Andy Anderson's board.
Me too. It
Exact
mm,
A series, Andy Anderson series. I don't know. It's all like a conspiracy, you could say it is, but I know working with them that even like the new helmets they have that like that brim now, kind of like Andy's got.
oh yeah.
You know, like if you can't beat them, you know, mimic them or whatever, join them. But like Punisher, bro, like it sucks because I know they had huge potential. I had so much stuff that I was waiting, but I just like you just kind of have that feeling like, okay, I don't want to release all my cards yet, just in case. And is what happened, and I'm glad I didn't release all my cards because like they had potential, and I had a couple ideas, and I had a couple like they want to make me team manager. I had a couple guys in mind, but I never had that authority to go through.
What a
Funny
bunch of
story.
fucking douchebags.
Funny story. You know Jamie Griffin, how phenomenal he is.
Uh-huh.
He reached out to me to be sponsored by them, like back in the day. And I was like, bro, like you're absolutely insane at skating. I would love to have you on Punisher, but I don't have that authority. Like they're gonna make me team manager, but I'm not in that level yet. So just imagine like if things went differently, if I did become team manager, I picked up like Jamie Griffin and like certain other guys I had in mind. Like maybe that brand could have shifted gears a bit better.
Huh.
There's a couple other things that could happen with
Dude,
that.
that brand would have shifted fucking gears phenomenally.
Yeah, well, there's other things that I had in mind for it too to get away from the whole Walmart stigma, but
They
yeah,
didn't
there's
want to
no,
hear. It's because it would cost more.
nah, maybe, maybe not,
Maybe,
but
maybe not.
it's hard to say. But I don't want to say too much because next thing you know,
Right.
you're gonna.
Well, hey, I did want to tell you, me and a guy that I've been talking to, a professional skateboarder, we're talking about starting a flannel company.
Okay,
And I got one of the prototypes right here I wanted to show you.
all right,
The label says
pretty specific.
Chrome on the breast pocket. And then down here, I have this insignia here that says Chrome Skates.
Yeah,
And you can take that off. This insignia actually comes off. So,
really,
so you can swap it with different ones.
yeah,
So if you got something else or you see something that your buddy's got, you can swap. I've never heard something like that in flannels yet.
like a Canadian tux.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm getting them for. I'm gonna send you one, and I'll probably send you either this one or the other one, and hopefully you give me a shout out by it.
Oh,
And
definitely.
if things go right, man, we're gonna have to be putting you on the list of people we like to send stuff to.
I appreciate the help. So.
Well, I got eights, and they'll probably be what they'll probably be board companies, but you can do whatever you want with them. If you want to sand them off, if you want to skate them as is.
I just hate shit as is, man, and like as long as quality's there, man. Like I got picked up by like multiple companies since Punisher, and some of the quality was garbage. So like I just break it, and I'm like not getting that again.
The fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I just dropped the company. One brand recently I picked up, and it was actually really good. But like I've hit them up for boards, and they've like I don't know. They haven't responded, so I'm like, am I still like on your board brand or what's going on with that? So I've just been skating other brands right now.
How's the knee?
The knee, I don't know what's wrong with it. I haven't gotten checked out. I think it's just from overuse.
Mine too.
Cause
Fair.
like I'll like, dude, when I skate, like I just don't casually skate. Like I can a little bit, but when I'm like I want to do this trick, I'll just go at it nonstop for like 3 hours till I land it, if I even land it. It's
Wh
like I just don't quit.
yeah. Well, that's typical skateboarder.
Yeah, like there's sometimes where I have to like actually mentally tell myself to stop because I'm like overexerting, like hyper, like I don't know, like exerting myself. Like I'll be
Yeah.
sitting there. There's a point where I'm like up chuck, like fake up, like up chucking, and like almost like dying because I'm just
From skateboarding.
yeah,
Uh,
it's hard to not
poor
take like a.
Chad. Hey, give me 3 bands you're into right now.
I'm more like into the underground scene.
I'll take
So
3 of the underground.
the Ripper, shout out, Stomp Down. I feel like insane clown posse a bit.
Sure, who's going chicken hunting?
We's going chicken.
We's going chicken hunting. Cut a motherfucking chicken up.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have
that's
said
it.
that.
And another guy, Mad Child. I don't know if you heard of him.
No.
No, Mad Child. He was like part of Swollen members.
Mad Child. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, he changed over the years. Like underground too. He's a good rap. Snacking and beef.
Well, let's look at a few boards while I got you here.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything thing and I whatever's cool, man.
What do you like about that?
You gotta turn the camera for me, bro. Look at like the corner left of your screen.
Shit, maybe we can't show them. My bad. I got it all rigged up in some fucking doohickey way. I'm from West Virginia, so it's
Oh, it is, bro.
one or two of the rubber bands slip.
Turn him. I will. Oh, there you go. Oh, what is that? An impact board?
Yes,
Okay, I've never skated one of those.
I got 3 of them.
Great. Like, I've skated a flight deck. I've never skated an impact or a DX. Those are pretty cool design.
This is the best. It has the Galaxy.
Oh, oh, so
Has the Galaxy going through it.
I know that's a spaceship that's on its face. You know that?
No?
They said some object in space is coming to Earth and it's bigger than Manhattan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're not sure if it's a comet, but 3 Harvard scientists are claiming it's an alien spaceship.
Well,
So
cool. Fuck. They'll probably talk to me first. I've let them for a few
we'll
years.
know November, December when they're supposed to get if it's actually legit or just first.
Yeah, anytime you want me to write you a demo for your fucking beginning of your shit, I'll be on it. I got guitar, drums, I got everything I need to make it happen.
So like the thing is, talk to a couple of reps at distros, and they're like, you could be the best skater at a skate park, but they're not gonna look at your footage.
What?
So
What the fuck
you
does that even mean?
you have to do like 100% street footage unless you're a bowl skater. If you're a bowl skater, then you can film whatever you want at a park. Uh,
But in your, I know what you mean. You mean if you're a street skater, you can't go to the park and get clips,
I mean, you can for your Instagram and stuff like that, but if
but
you
not
want
for
to,
your part.
or if you want to get sponsored by a brand too, or like any of those brands have to film a street part, and that's the thing is like I was gonna start working on that. I have guys that say they're down to film, but it's just so hard when like other guys like work or they have kids. Like I got a kid now, and like just trying to balance that time and get out there and do it. And like, man, I had like one guy that was filming for a bit, and he was pretty good. Like he was good at filming, but then like after a while, he would just get irritated. You know, like you need somebody that's gonna sit there and be like, okay, like you do realize I'm trying a trick that is like instant art. It's not like I'm just gonna ollie down a set. No, I want to like dolphin double flip that set.
Right.
You know, I might get it in 5 tries. I might get it in 500 tries. But it's going down. It's gonna happen. It's just a matter of like how I feel that day, how the ground is, just everything. Just it's gotta click.
Yeah, right
So
on.
and
So,
like just go out and film a street part probably in a couple weeks. But I want it to be something that when people watch it, they're gonna be like, wow, that was pretty sick. Even if it's like simple stuff, but like creative simple stuff on unique stuff. You know.
yes.
So, and I have like a lot of spots in mind, but like the thing, dude, I have PTSD. Like I've gone through some stuff growing up where I live. I've been jumped like twice. I've been robbed. I was out skating, filming on the streets, and me and my buddy got robbed. SUV pulls up, a bunch of guys like rob us. So like, I'm like, man, like I grew up skating the streets, just hanging out, hitting up spots, but then you get into so much shit that it's just like I'm gonna go to a skate park. There's just skaters there. It's a nice park. It's got ledges, rails, everything you need. I don't need to skate spot. It's not like back in high school. Like you have all the free time in the world, so you can just like hang out with your buds and go skate stuff and make stuff.
Yeah,
Now,
true.
like, dude, there's so many beautiful ledges that I see that were like, I'm like, if I just spent the time bricking it and lacquering it, that'd be such a primo spot. But like, then you're an adult, and then you're like, okay, what if somebody calls the cops and you get charged for vandalism?
Right. Where you get broke off.
Yeah, exactly. So, even like back in high school, I had like get into fights with security and stuff.
Sure.
It's pretty, yeah.
Sure. There are many nights. It was way before a camera was there, so you could get your ass beat a little bit without anyone ever knowing.
Oh, yeah, there's a few close calls, but like I said, I've been jumped. Me and my buddy were skating, and then we go to like hit up the movie theater set, and there's like a group of guys that were like gangsters, and yeah, they just ended up just to dump us and fucking suck, man. Didn't even like rob us or anything. Just fucking try to beat us down. We try to defend ourselves and fight as much as possible. But when you got like 15 guys and 2 guys, it's like not so much you can do.
Well, Saturday is when I'm gonna go send your package.
Sick.
I can show it to you real quick if you want to see what it is,
No,
or
no, I want to be a surprise. It's gotta be
but I'm only sending one board because I don't know how much it's gonna cost me in postage. So
all good.
I'm gonna
Just
send one board and grip.
can't you just go to your local postal and just like, hey, like I want to send it here. How much is it gonna cost? From there. But I know what you mean because I used to do giveaways on my YouTube and I do it worldwide and I shipped out a board to some dude in like I forget like Brazil or something like that, and it cost more for shipping than the board did.
Yes. Yeah, I just don't want to get into that. I can find out. I'll work something out with the people, I'm sure.
Yeah, and just make sure that when you do it, like information and knowledge to everyone when you're ordering things out of country. Whoever's sending it, make sure they declare the value is like $5 because
Okay.
well,
They they usually ask me if it's under 100 and I say yes.
yeah, I just like even then, like I think the max is 40. So if it's above 40, you get maybe even 20 now. My friend was saying they'll charge you for like extreme duty and taxes, like duty.
I'll say it's worth $5 then.
Yeah, so like even when I get like okay, for example, Kingpins, I won a package from them. I'm not paying for it. There's no value. It's a free package that I want a prize. They declared the value, whatever the items cost to them to buy, and the package was like a hat, some grip tape, some stickers, and some wax. The duty import fee was like over $40 for it. So I had to get them to like fight with the UPS or whatever it was and say like, hey, look, it was a free pack, like free parcel, $5, declare, and then they waived the fee. So I try to say that for like any definitely like check with the company and just be like, hey, like, can you I've homies that do that. They'll buy like a pair of shoes from the U.S. The next thing you know, they're spending like an extra $100 just for duty import fees.
That's fucking nuts.
No, dude, it's absolutely. You don't even know like the amount of prizes, like packages I've dealt with, even like for sponsorship and donations for like events. I had one company send a bunch of like drink pouch. The duty import fees on that box was over $200.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was like a free promo package for the event. I'm like, I'm not paying $200 out of pocket for this sponsored package. But
Yeah.
for
You gotta be tripping.
yeah, they were definitely tripping. So luckily, I worked with the company. They revived it with the shipping company. It, it's such a headache to deal with it after the fact rather than just dealing with it directly. Like, hey, just and like, dude, U.S. companies, other companies outside of the borders would make so much more sales if they just automatically did that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because yeah, if I like order from a company and they're, I don't know, I get that duty fees and stuff, I'm gonna keep ordering. But if I one time get stung with like, $50, $100 on top of what I'm already paying,
It
no
used to be
thanks.
different.
Yeah,
It used to be I'm giving away my age a little bit here, but it used to be you could order an ABC package, and A being cheap as fuck, B being halfway qualify, and C being a because these people work in the same rooms.
yeah,
But C, you will have a foreman that actually looks after the people working on the board.
yeah.
So, A, you're going to have a bunch of people touching it. B, you're going to have people trying to get seconds and trying to use other things, just like A. But C, you're going to use actual real wood, and it's crazy.
Oh yeah,
So, because I ordered B, and it took about 45 minutes to the team that I was on, we started breaking them.
yeah.
And I called the dude back and I was like, dude, you're going to have to make this right. And he gave me a discount on the next stage up. And then we just ordered those, and those were 7 6s to 8s. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, yeah. You always the kids.
I got a Gino Iannucci right here that's 7.5.
Yeah, I skate set my dumb stuff. I think one guy mobile that good.
I skate 775 right now. I have a 775 board set up right now.
I could do it.
I have a I have a 7.3 element. Well, I wanted to do freestyle on it.
It's getting into freestyle round.
Yeah, I want to really do it. It's a really nice board. Uh, it's tiny. You compare it to anything else, it's tiny. But I get those nano cubic Andy Anderson wheels that'll take me that'll take me out so I can do my primo stands and shit.
I'm gonna go for red. It's gonna get a maybe I could just do freestyle tech. Just have like a street board and a freestyle board. I like skating like hybrid. It's like really, I don't know. If you're Andy Anderson, you've been skating that same setup since you were like 4 years old. It's kind of hard to get used to.
It is. It's hard. I'm changing now too. I'm riding a square tail
Yeah.
on a board that a little tribute to Ozzy board that I made because I miss that mug more than anything.
See, man.
I know. I can't believe that. But yeah. I'm just trying to get some shit out there before I go.
And that's all you can do is just get your name out there and make a difference and an impact.
Well, I'm glad we had this interview, man. I could sit and talk to you for hours.
Dude, damn, like I said, you can just pick one subject and we can talk more.
Definitely. Next time, next interview, I'll have something, a little treat ready for you. I got a treat ready for you here, but you don't want to see it.
No, no, if you're gonna send me something, I want it to be so when I open it, I can like film it. Man,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Well, it's something.
it,
It's something.
you know,
I want to get one of those flannels in there to you too, so I might have to switch boxes.
make
You
sure it's like egg.
baggy? Yeah.
Been rocking the 2XL now shirt.
I know you're a big boy, and I want to get the right one to you.
We're in the 90s, how it used to be.
Yeah, when you'd button the top one, let it
Yeah.
fly.
Good boards. You want to hear something insane?
What?
So one of the locals at the park, he ended up picking up a GK from Zoomies, and I was like, "How much does that run you?" Guess how much just the deck was,
$30
bro? I wish it was 30. 160.
for. Is there a vagina on it or
Dude, no, it's
or
a fuck.
tits?
Oh, like I couldn't believe it, bro. It's like, yeah, like
Let me guess. It had a skull with a snake in it and a rose, and they wanted $160.
that's just a regular DGK, dude. Like with the tariffs and everything that's going on, I didn't realize it, and I looked it up. It's like boards have gone through the roof here.
Well, the market's fucked up right now because of those ollie boards.
Yeah, but that's in the States. That's not in Canada.
So, listen, I have a little bit shy of 200 boards right now.
Yeah, but that's the U.S. though. That's not Canada. We don't have.
No, I'm saying I could use you as a middleman to get some of these boards sold if they're going for crazy prices.
Technically, yeah, you're not wrong on that. The shipping, everything's good.
Shipping would have to be good, and it'd have to be to where we both make a profit. And
Yeah,
I got a lot of boards, dude.
yeah, like right now, like looking bare minimal. Like most decks are going for like
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. Unless you throw something, uh, and you can't see.
I the max buying a deck for like 140. Oh, that's a, dude, that's the
That's the one. This is the $600 board that
damn.
was marked down to 399 because every time you rail slide and scratch it, it turns red. Kenny turns red. It's the You Can Kill Kenny Huff board.
That's what's up. Dude, I used to love Huff, and then I like was like, fuck Huff. So the story to that was they had like a local contest where they would pick spots
Mm.
in the street. So they'd pick a spot in the street. They're like, it's the Huff Street Challenge or whatever. Go up, do your tricks on this spot, win some Huff prizes. And I mean, give it to give you all being all honest, it wasn't Huff's fault. So like one of the local shops was like putting it on through Huff. So Huff would contact the local shop, they would
Uh,
promote it stuff, and you go out, do tricks, film, post them, and they would pick like the best clip, and then you'd come into that shop and they'd reward you with a bunch of the Huff stuff that Huff sent to that shop. Well, the local spot over here, I went out and I killed, and nobody else submitted a clip. So like by default, I automatically won that Huff challenge, right? Nobody else entered. So I'm like, I got this in the bag. I mean, I did a pressure flip 50 big spin out on a street ledge, and
uh,
I still have a clip of it. And I was like, I'm golden. Like nobody else is posted, so by default I win. I've had other events where I've done that. You know, you enter an online contest, nobody else enters, you automatically win, so you get rewarded. Well, one of the guys at the local shops, I found out later, didn't like me, and he ended up taking the Huff stuff and kept it for himself. And basically, I found out from one of the other employees, they're like, "Yeah, you know that contest where you won and you were supposed to get that stuff? Bro just didn't like you, so he took it all for yourself." And like, fuck Huff, fuck that shop, fuck that guy. But in all honesty, now like looking back, because I was younger then, like in my 20s, I'm like, you know what? It wasn't Huff's fault. You know, it was this dude that should have never had that opportunity or the, you
probably a
know,
cokehead.
huh?
Probably a cokehead tripping
Uh,
out.
with some guy. I've had like riffs with them here and there, but I try to be chill with everyone. Even if they don't like me and I hear stuff and they're kind of weird, I still try to be chill with them. You know,
Yeah, you gotta be.
exactly. You know, just gotta be nice to everyone and try to be that good guy. There's no reason to beef over stupid shit, man.
Right. And all in all, this is skateboarding, man. This is a kid's game. It's to have fun and push around. And if you know the game and you're an adult, you should know your limitations,
Yeah.
know what you're doing. If you want to have fun, you can sit all day wanting to do it, but once you step on it, you have fun. I
What,
fucking ate shit today more than I've ate shit in a week, and when I got up, I felt stronger.
what trick were you trying?
Well, excuse me.
What trick were you trying?
Uh, I was trying just to pop shove it. Yeah, well, I was riding down a hill and I did a shove it and I was gonna pop shove it really high. Pop shove it twisted just a little bit and I landed kind of primo and I went right
What?
down on my hands on my hip and I got back up and I felt better for it. It's something that I need in my life. It's I hate to say sadomasochism, but that pain is something that teaches you when you get older, I believe, especially when you get older. It teaches you, if you fall, how to fall, fall correctly. I just had a friend of mine's neighbor. She fell and broke her hip. God bless her at the grocery store. Yeah, that was brutal. I shouldn't have let her ride my skateboard. it's been good talking to you.
You fall, you hurt yourself, you get back up. But like, yeah, it's like I said, like you don't want to be an asshole. You know, we all went through it. Like we went through it where you like you're a kid, sort of show up at the park back in the day. Older guys are like you're a poser and all that shit. Nowadays, it's like complete opposite. You're like, I don't want to treat a kid like that. So you're like, give them like you give them pointers, you accept them. You know, like we all went through those stages. So
Yeah.
yeah, but if, a quick funny story. I had one guy buy a board off me, and he skated like 10 feet, ate complete shit, got up, came back to me. He's like, I want to return this.
That's hilarious. You,
Like, bro, that doesn't happen like that, man. I'm
you
like, you just
know, it drops $15 when it comes back right off the bat.
nah, bro, no
No
refunds.
refunds, but I'll take your trash.
Unless it's a defect, but like, you know, people see us skate and they think it's easy because some guys make it look easy, but it's hard as hell. If it was easy, every kid would be doing it. And like, what makes or breaks a skater when I'm teaching a kid is that first really bad fall. And yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. There might be some waterworks, but if they get back up and they go again, they're a skater. If they just give up, but some kids just give up, don't want to do it again, put that board away. They're not. I don't know, man. We'll
I,
see what happens.
I believe you only get started when you get one out of the way. You know you're gonna get one. It's coming. Doesn't matter if it's here or there. So when it does happen, be happy that you get it out of the way because it's coming.
Along with like kids too, I tell them like pro skaters they know how to skate. They still take falls and they still get some gnarly like Hall of Meats and stuff. So it's not just gonna be one and done. No, you're gonna keep falling. It's just a matter of learning how to fall and getting back up and going again. Using that
Yeah,
that pain and that frustration and rage instead of
that's
throwing
the
your whole
key. That
do or smack or breaking it and focusing it like most guys did back in the '90s. Like
yeah,
I had major rage issues back in the day.
uh,
Using that and funneling it into actually landing the trick.
yeah. Focusing it into what I call a positive hatred. You
Yeah,
know, you're hating the fact that you're not gonna land it. You hate the fact that there's people watching you, and even if there's not people watching you, you hate the fact that you're just not doing it.
bro, that's like me with the Haslam today. It's so funny because I'm trying the Haslam, which is like burial flip, blade flip. And there's so many times where I land one foot or I land on it and I slip out and I'm just grabbing my board and I'm like screaming and I'm like wanting to smash it. And
It's
like,
half varial flip, late flip. I can give you some pointers on that trick.
oh, I got it. I got
You
flat. I
got
got it
it.
up. Step up was a battle. But
You're
like,
talking your front toes, flipping it.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
shoving and you're hitting it with your front toe.
so you're like real flipping it out and then
Uh-huh.
you're with late flipping it down like that.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I'm goofy. So you're like that, and you're like varial flip, and then bam, late flip.
We used to do them pressure flipped. I've done the Vero flip one, but pressure flip was so much easier because you barely have to pressure flip to get the underside of the board to flip, and then you can go fucking ham on how many times you kick that thing.
So that's one that I've been wanting. Like, I was trying to do feather flip, if you know what a feather flip
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
And I was like, was trying that. I was doing pressure lay flip, like it was nothing. And then like when I actually tried to intentionally try a pressure flip lay flip, I couldn't get it. So like I think I just gotta trick myself into thinking feather and then just do it. But that's the next one I want to get unlocked.
Fakey pressure.
That one feels so much easier than the varial flip under flip. But once you figure stuff out and get the muscle memory and stuff, it's not bad, right? You get it. But what I was gonna say is when I was trying that trick, step up, all the older guys. I told my camera guy, blessing to Sean for filming, by the way, that I bet you all of them think I just don't know how to varial flip.
Right, yeah.
And it's so funny because they're like, "Yo, Chad, just land it, like commit, you
Right.
got that." Like,
Funny what's in your head compared to really what's in theirs.
like you think I'm trying, and they're like, "Varial flip, dude, you got it, you can land that." I was like, "Dude, I can varial flip, I can varial like double flip, like nightmare flip, and all that." I was like, "Do you know what I'm trying?" And they're like, "No." I'm like, "I'm trying to do like varial, like halfway, and then late flip it." And then they're like, "Wait a minute." Then like I did it, and they're like, "Oh, that makes more sense." Because they're like, "We just thought you didn't know how to varial."
Those back foot flips I call fizzle flips.
The
Bec-
back foot.
Yeah, because Chris Fizzle, you ollie and you kick it with your back foot.
Okay.
I've done that caballerial. I've
Damn,
learned the half cab back foot kick flip, and I've learned the caballerial back foot kick flip.
that's crazy.
But that back foot kick flip is one I have in my arsenal. I call it the crystal flip. A lot of the Chris Fizzle flip, the Fizzle flip. A lot of people call it the fucking late flip, a late flip.
Yeah, yeah. So like, you should send me a clip of that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I never got into like so like my whole life skating, I never got into switch nollie or late flips, and just recently I've been like forcing myself to learn all that. So that's where like I'm trying to do like the half varial late flip, cancel flip, which is like a kick flip, and then your back foot slides up and kicks it back with the your back foot. Um, but I got hospitals and hospital
Yeah,
360s
yeah.
now, right? I
Just
love doing those.
remember on your nollie heel flips and on your nollie kick flips, you kick straight back. It might sound retarded, but you want to try to kick as straight back as you can.
Yeah,
That
I definitely
That's
like
a
practice.
key. That's a key. One key to that trick is to kick straight back, even much to where you'll send the board backwards because
Yeah,
you won't. If you get your foot in the sweep spot and you push it backwards, especially with heel flips, and you pop a good pop, it will stay right under your feet. Uh,
yeah,
those are tricks
uh,
I love. Frontside 180 nollie flip is one of my favorite tricks.
yeah,
I can do it onto frontside nollie 180 onto anything to rail slide.
nice.
You know,
Yeah,
I've always had that trick. I love that trick.
yeah. There's just so many tricks, man. Like I said, like
Yes, there's a
Pandora's
lot of tricks.
like Pandora's box once you like figure everything out. So
Maybe we should do a collab together, man. Somehow get out there, and then we'll do a little challenge together or something.
yeah, I wish I had like a deep pocket sponsor that like Punisher was like when I was with Punisher, I was supposed to start traveling because like there's so many places and people that I was hoping to meet and go.
Yeah,
Hey,
it'd be nice to just jump in a van, get about three other guys, pound of weed, and get the fuck on the road.
I'm sober now, bro.
I am too.
Should have hit me up 3 years ago. I would have been all over that chronic.
I vape once in a while,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
that's a
beer or two once in a while. I can moderate that, but the chronic was like tonight. It was like my thing.
I haven't smoked flower in over 3 or 4 months now.
Yeah, I was Tommy Chong. Like locally, I was Tommy Chong out here.
Well,
And then
dude,
like 3 years sober, I still feel like I'm a fry pretty good, you know.
I wanted to tell you that I think I watched maybe your whole catalog of videos.
See,
You know, because you care,
yeah,
and it showed that you care. And even though you were getting sub fucking par products, you treated those products with respect, and and you did what you had to do to be a skateboarder. I would have loved to see Punisher just something bad, but I would have loved to seen a real company come up and offer you something, like Dark Star or something, where Dark Star's like, we're making our own trucks, we're making our own wheels, and then you'd be riding with people that you could trust and it would push you.
yeah. Well, that's the most thing is like getting with people that you trust and get along with each other. You know, like
Yeah.
camaraderie, you know, like your fellow skaters. Because like you can only skate. It's like playing basketball. You get reach a certain plateau, but if you're not pushing yourself, playing with people that are better than you're never gonna get better. You're just
Yeah.
gonna stay at that. And
Stagnant.
like yeah, you're staying. It's the same with skating. If you're not pushing yourself personally or having others around you that are better, that you're like, hey, like I want to try that, or they're like, yo, try this, then it just kind of like a lot of the new tricks that I've learned I couldn't even do until I started skating with skaters that did it. Like the nollie inward heel, I learned from a buddy locally, man. Then he taught me like he calls it the ribbon fish. It's like the nollie inward heel, but like it's like a ghetto bird, but it's like with the nollie inward heel instead. So you're like
Right. Okay. Yeah.
doing the 180. He calls it suburban fish. I don't know if that's the proper term, but
I like the name.
yeah, like certain tricks, like I just wouldn't be learning or pushing myself to do. uh, except for like certain tricks that I've seen. Usually the dolphin flip. Um, John Hanlon back in the day, he did it before even YouTube and Christian got it popular, and he called it a mental flip. And I saw him do that in high school,
Mm.
and I thought that was crazy. And I was able to do one or two here and there, but never really grasped the concept of how to do it until YouTube years. And then I see Chris Chan, you doing dolphin dragon flips and all that. And then I watched a video on him explaining how to do dolphins. And I've never seen anybody else do a dolphin except for John Hanlon. So I was like, that's the trick I want to learn.
Those
And
dolphin heels are crazy.
yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'm pretty sure if I like spent time figuring it out, I could, but the dolphin flip just clicked. And then
Another one where you got to kick straight out at a weird ass hit the tippy toe. There, I sent you two little clips. One was of a nollie pressure flip.
okay,
That's what that was on that bank, was a nollie pressure flip.
yeah, but you're talking dolphin heel.
Yeah,
That's like, yeah, I don't know. The dolphin flips off like a kick, like a kick flip. Dolphin heels like off that heel, and I don't know. Maybe I should try it.
I think you should, man. Maybe I'll try a few too, see who can get it first.
I mean, there's the one trick that I want to do with the dolphin that should be NBD. Never been done, but pretty sure like nowadays everything's been kind of done.
Yeah, except this interview. Nobody
Yeah,
did that.
it's been done. It's done now.
It's done now, man. It's a done
Yeah,
deal.
it's game off. Yeah.
Skate Mafia. I got one of their boards. Alex Wilms.
Yeah. We used to do that out here.
Oh yeah,
So that's like the Surrey thing, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But then it was like, oh, it's Game Mafia too. It's like double whammy. That's cool.
That is. Well, man, I'll let you get back to your baby and your life.
Yeah, I've got some clips of me and Chris Haslam today shredding it up. I gotta edit those.
Yeah, edit those. I'd love to see some of those. He's always piqued my interest, man. Always.
Dude, yeah. Like yesterday, I tried the Haslam flip, the step up, landed it, fell out. Then it was like, I was like, I'm dead. Gotta go home.
What's his company? Brotherhood?
Brain child.
Brainchild.
Yeah. So then today I was trying it again, and I'm like trying it, and then I see him pull up, and I was like, okay, if any day I'm gonna land it, it's done. in front of Chris Aslam. So
Yes.
I eventually got it, so I was stoked. And then he got his trick, and then we're like giving each other props. And then he's like, "What were you trying?" And I showed him, and he's like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "I haven't done that step up yet, but I was like, it's your trick." Like I had to land it.
Right. Dude, that's exciting to me. That's part of my heart, man. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he was doing is one that's on my to-do list now. He was doing a nose slide, 270 shove late flip out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're
Yeah,
saying. I know what you're saying.
nose slide, front 270 shove, and then late flip.
Yeah,
If you watched my recent video of the independent demo,
I did.
he did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so he did it in that, but it was sketchy. I mean, he landed it, but it wasn't clean enough for him.
Yeah,
So today he went back to do it again, and he got it super clean. His one buddy got it one angle, I got it from a different angle. So, whatever angle I got is what I got, and I'll try to make it look as best as possible when I edit it. But yeah, it's an insane trick. Like,
sick.
yeah, it's just stuff that like nobody does. That's so rad.
Yeah, he's always got that mindset. There's a few guys out there that have it. Day One, Rodney, they got this mindset where they can just Andy, they can turn anything into a skating obstacle, stuff that you wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's what we do. We're skateboarders. So if we can't build it, we'll find it. And if we can't find it, we'll build it.
and like combining tricks. So like so to speak, like the Haslam flip. Has he done it out of manual? Has he done it out of 5.0? Has he done it out of Smith grind? Like, there's so many possibilities now. Like, once you get that trick, it's like imagine doing a Smith grind to have burial late flip out, like Haslam flip out.
Yeah,
Like it just opens Pandora's box of like, okay, now what do I want to spend my time and effort doing? Because it's like I know it's possible. It,
Gershon tricks. Where
it's just a matter of spending the hours and time being dedicated to trying to land that trick.
yeah, for one time, and then maybe you won't do it. It depends. I'm a stickler on tricks. If they're the hardest tricks, I try to get them down to the fact that I can do them and I feel comfortable. The other day I went to the park. I landed 360 pressure flip my second try. I
Nice.
I landed what the hell is it called? Merlin twist.
That's one that I want to get.
Yeah, because I'm so but I did it with my front foot.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
And
one minute.
and then I do another one where I'll ride forward, do a backside 180. It's kind of like a big spin, but I'll do it impossible when I do it.
Oh, that's sick. I've only seen some of my buddies do it on like a hip. Like go out impossible, like spin.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Again, a trick I've never see too many people do, but they're just in my wheelhouse that I like to do them.
Yeah. I think it's sick trick. Like I should think I hit a 360 pressure. I just can't figure that out. On one out of the bank.
You
Either
got to bounce the nose. Secrets in bouncing the nose.
yeah, balance in the no.
Yeah, because once you pressure it around, your nose goes straight down and bounces. Now, where it hits the ground is very important because if it hits right, it'll bounce right back up onto your feet.
What's the trick? Just like overloading it, just like giving her.
Well, it's nothing with the front foot, and
Yeah,
it's
so
yeah, it's all in the back foot, but it's all about keeping your back foot straight on your board. That way, when you pressure, you can pressure down and fast as much as you can. And
it,
that should flip it 360.
tomorrow I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that trick. There's nothing wrong with doing nollie 360 flips. Those are good. That's a good trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
I'm actually gonna try like 360 pusher. Like a launch. Probably
you always
try.
go straight. I did straight pressure flips for the longest time. I think if for one time I had them down better than kick flips, I could do them off of anything. Just a
Yeah.
straight pressure flip.
That's the thing. You know, drag pressure is really good for a while. Everyone thought they were hard flips.
I can do the hard flip version of the pressure flip, where you do it front side with your foot on the back of the tail instead of on the front.
Yeah,
Front side. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're a skateboarder.
yeah. Imagine somebody that doesn't know anything about skateboarding watching this interview and they're like, "What is this guy's gibberish?"
Yeah, they'd be lost here, especially if we showed them tricks because they would think nollie kick flips, switch kick flips, and maybe varial kick flips were the exact same thing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I've met people at the park that were just there watching, and then we start talking skate lingo, and they don't skate, so they're just I'm like looking at them, and I was like, "You don't understand anything we're saying." They're like,
Right.
"Nah, you're speaking like a foreign language."
Sure.
I was like, "That's what's cool about skating."
Yeah, all the twisties and all the turns.
Yeah, but like Chris Haslam said today, we're just a bunch of nerds playing with wood.
Yes, that's definitely a fact.
Doesn't matter how you portray yourself, how you act, or your image, or anything. We're all just a bunch of dudes skating on a piece of wood.
Yeah, we're all playing the useless wooden toy game.
And there's nothing more nerdy than that. You could be the most gangster, the more hard guy, but if you're on a board, we're all the same, man.
We're all homies on a board. I've never met any other connection in my time other than maybe drugs. But drugs always end in a terrible way, and it always ends negative. But I've never had anything like I've had positivity through skateboarding. It's taught me lessons, it's taught me how to be a better person. It's fucking flattened me on my ass. It's done some shit there for me.
Skateboarding's definitely done that. I agree. Even for me, like there were some times where like dealing with Punisher and everything that happened with them, and just even some of the locals and like just some of the skate industry. I was like, I didn't want anything to do with skating again. Like it ruined skateboarding for me.
Mm.
But then I was always seeing it on my feeds. I was like always like seeing stuff and like missing that feeling. And I'm like, you know what? Like I just need to like forget about all that shit that happened and just go back to the roots of why I was skateboarding in the first place. And it was just for the pure enjoyment and fun for myself, just go out, skate and accomplish. And also like, the guys that are cool, like the community that is chill, don't let the one or two guys or the industry ruin what is so great about it. 'Cause, like, there's always going to be bad apples, no matter what industry or whatever
Sure.
sport you're in. But you just can't let it impact or affect your outlook of like everyone. Everyone's not like that.
Well, you gotta watch out for the people that love it because they love it so much that they hug it and want to give their love, but they can't figure out that they're strangling it and it's dying. Especially with the market right now, all that stuff that went to Ollie's, the market for skateboarding is going to go a little bit crazy here for a while.
And prices like $140, $160 just for a deck out here. Like, how many guys are going to keep buying? I do. I could break a board and like break it in a week. If it lasts me more than a month, it's a good board. So,
Well, l- uh,
you know, breaking a board every
let's
week is
talk about that later. Let's talk about that later because I got an idea about that.
not good. So good.
But it's good talking to you. I better jump off of here and go check on old lady.
God, for a while, how long has it been?
An hour and 33 minutes.
Man, like I said, you get me going or talking about skating and stuff, your love and joy for hours, bro.
That's right, man. And this is only part one, so get ready.
I'm in for the long haul, bro.
Hmm. Thanks, man. You have a good night, and I'll talk to you here shortly.
No, thank you, bro. I really appreciate this opportunity. It means a lot. You mean a lot. Yeah, thank you. Really
S-
appreciate it.
Same here, man. I'll get that flannel out to you.
You have a great rest of your night, bro, and hit me up anytime.
Thank you, man. You too. Bye.
Okay.
Maybe not.